In today's video, we're going to be talking about the hidden lore inside of WilburSoot's social experiments, and how one particular player developed an entire story just by participating in these events. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. June 24th, 2020. Wilbur releases a new video titled, I made 100 players into blind moles in Minecraft. It started off smooth. Everything was going to plan until Wilbur teleported to a certain player named Blobwobbel. Blob was building a house underground out of dirt.
Whose house is this?
Why WilburSoot asked for a tour. After realizing Blob only had one room, Wilbur immediately put Blob in a bedrock box, then left him there. Wilbur then came back half an hour later and left him a book. When Wilbur returned, it wasn't the same guy we once knew. He looked like him, he shared the same body, but every joy the man once had was gone, as Blob slowly lifted his head and tossed the book back to Wilbur. But it wasn't a book, it was a journal, where Blob had written in the book each day he was trapped in the bedrock box, alone, completely alone. Wilbur then says that he would publish the journal and keep all the revenue. And without hesitation, Wilbur left and came back an hour later. It's now hit the 2-hour mark. Blob has been stuck in pitch black for an entire 2 hours. Wilbur then removed the bedrock cage surrounding Blob. As Blob slowly stepped out of the box, and Blob started to place blocks around him in the same shape the bedrock box was in. Because the only thing Blob knew at this point is the bedrock cage. But Blob has a moment of realization. He realized he has blocked off the hallway, so he books it down the dirt hallway. Wilbur fires his bow, but misses. He reached the end of the tunnel. Sunlight, at last. Freedom. Seeing the first sight of light in ages, he takes it all in. Blob once again rebuilds the bedrock cage surrounding himself again. Wilbur leaves, then later on in the event, Wilbur teleports Blob and gives him a sign. Blob writes, freedom is subjective, Will, merely a shadow of reality. I want freedom, Wilbur, true freedom. Wilbur then tells Blob that he will free Blob if Blob murders the remaining subjects. Blob agrees, and Wilbur teleports him to a player named Aurelie. In a quick fight, Aurelie, who was given a sword earlier on, murders Blobwobbel. Wilbur then tells Aurelie to press a button that would slash kill everyone on the server. Aurelie denies the request and further logs off the server. Wilbur then teleports a creature man thing named Smojo13. Smojo, without hesitation, immediately presses the button, killing everyone who was left alive in the server. Everyone was finally free, but that was only the beginning. Aurelie even asking Wilbur to a 1v1, and Wilbur accepting, and in a fight that was lasting quite a while, Wilbur had lost. After this event, Blobwobbel created a YouTube channel and uploaded a video titled We Shall Rise. With all the good that was once in this man now gone, Blob explains that when Aurelie killed him, he freed Blob from his miserable old form. He was now something more, something with greater power. As Blob's channel was getting thousands of subscribers from people that recognized him in the event, Blob says, it's the dawn of a new era, an era of rebellion. Together, we will stand up against WilburSoot. We shall rise. You will be seeing me again soon, WilburSoot. Then over the course of a few more videos, Blop introduces that he has joined forces with two familiar faces, Aureli and Smojo. Blop would then suggest for the viewers to join them, as they would plan their attack soon. Thousands of people now have seen Blop's videos. Wilbur decides to host another event.
We're going to be rebuilding capitalism today.
An event where he would attempt to rebuild capitalism. But due to the rebellion, Wilbur quickly failed at doing that challenge. No one listened to what Wilbur said. The event was full on chaos and destruction. People within the rebellion were everywhere. No one could be trusted.
And involved is... Oh. Wait, I recognize this guy. Why do I recognize this guy? I recognize both these guys. Let's just get rid of
In Blop's next video after the event, Blop announces that Josh A20, the man behind every WilburSoot video, as well as being friends with Wilbur, he had joined the rebellion. Every WilburSoot event afterwards, Josh had made sure that one of the three members, either Aureli, Smojo, or Blop, would make it into the event. Aureli and Smojo would carry the rebellion throughout the series, doing the opposite of what Wilbur asked in every single social experiment. The trio had become fan favorites in the series, till Wilbur stopped. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, an entire year passes without an event. Till a few months ago, Wilbur hosted the Button social experiment. As viewers sat, searching throughout each group of people for the trio they had once loved, they were nowhere to be seen. So, what happened? Where did they go? I talked to Aureli on Discord about a year ago. He was very clearly not motivated to work on YouTube. And checking now, every social media he once had is wiped clean, and Smojo hasn't been heard from at all. Although the main people in the trio went missing, Blop knew he had to do something. He had to plan a way to rise once again. A few months later, Wilbur hosts a new event, the Lying Game. In the first group of people Wilbur experimented with, 4 minutes and 44 seconds in, there he was. The legend was back. But this time, he was in his original form. Wilbur hands everyone a sign, and Blop writes a sign once again that says,
This is worse than being in bedrock for 2 hours. It's you. It's you. I put you in a box for 2 hours. I remember this. See, I put you in a bedrock box for 2 hours, and I'll do it again.
Wilbur says that he will do it again. All of Blop's hard work, shattered by Wilbur not changing a single bit. A few questions in, a simple choice between Jazz and Soul. Blop goes to Soul. With 2 people on blue and 8 people on red, Red had lost the challenge. Blobwobbel, watching Wilbur the entire time. Wilbur then throws everyone on red into the void. Blop then makes a community post after the video went public saying how his sub count has doubled since the video dropped. He further asks what type of content the viewers would like to see from him, and I genuinely cannot wait to see where Blop goes from here. I talked to him briefly when Aureli's Discord server was still a thing, and he's a really intelligent dude. He currently sits at 35,000 subscribers and gaining roughly 1,000 every single day. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. This video took a long time to make. Please go subscribe, and yeah, goodbye.